Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guide, and today in this video it is November 19th, 2019, and it's just going to be a market updates on the cannabis sector. I'm going to be talking about Trulieve's conference call. I'm going to be talking about Village Farms and Emerald Health Therapeutics, their dispute, and I'm going to also talk about Curaleaf's financials in this short 10-minute-ish video, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell down below, give me thumbs up. I do truly appreciate it. I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after you did your own research, due diligence, and you like the investments you're pursuing. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk. I know the sector's been really tough, and like people being down on their positions and stuff like that. So I just want to, I'm going to try to be a little like, I had to be hard on like canopy growth and stuff like that and all that stuff. But that's not like what I want to come across like talking shit about these companies and stuff. It's just about being aware that these companies have problems, right? And it's the companies are going to have problems in the future. Like I'm not trying to attack these companies. I'm just letting you guys know that there's issues. So I hope you guys don't, get upset about some of the blunt opinions I'm trying to say, and I know it's been tough in the sector. I'm in this for the long haul, because I believe in the sector. It's like if I was a internet nerd back in the 90s or whatever, and I just like continued with investing into that like forever, and then like where I'm gonna be right now, like if I say invested in Microsoft back in the 90s and then it went through ups and downs, but where it's at right now with all the splits. So anyways, yeah, just want to give a let's talk about Trulieve financials for a short little bit. I listened to the conference call. Yeah, I mean, check out the conference call. I did videotape it, so it's all there for you, 45-minute-ish. If you don't want to listen to the whole video, just wait till the end of the video, like the last 15-20 minutes. And that's where all the question and answers are answered. So everything that, people are a little bit skeptical about, this is where these big like analysts and like media people ask these big questions, right? From like B&M Bloomberg, or from like GMP Securities or BMO, like all the big players in the game, they're asking these questions. So yeah, I'm just gonna say as well as Sunniva did come up. It's weird. Like I know Canaccord was on the bid pretty hard yesterday. Like they were doing about 70 to 80% of the buying. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So, but they didn't do much buying today. I didn't think I see any buying. So I don't know. That Sunniva is really a fucking it's a twist. I know there's assets there. But I know their financial situation is the best. They need to get that money from selling their Okanagan asset. I mean, there's a guy that's worked for Thermo Scientific Research, and he's working there. So, I mean, that company is pretty big. It's like he used to work there, and it was like $200 billion market cap. So, I don't know. I'm hoping things can turn around with Sunniva. It's just like there's up and downs, up and downs, up and downs. It's just like, where do you lower your average and scoop up some really cheap shares before it goes up? I mean, obviously getting it in the 40s would have been the thing to do, and then sell it today in the 65, 70s. But I'm more thinking a little more long term than like a week or two. Anyways, this SAFE Act and the MORE Act or whatever may be going through soon, so it'll be interesting. Trulieve didn't have as great of a day. It's interesting that CGC went up so big. Aphria went up big. I saw Slang go up. I was like, it's kind of like alarm bells in my head, thinking like Slang might be a good player because they're connected with Trulieve. Because Kim Rivers says Slang in the conference call, so they're going to be a big player as far as edibles goes. So for TRULIEVE, when TRULIEVE starts doing edibles, that's going to be good for TRULIEVE and Slang. So it's interesting too, like they can't do edibles, but the sales are so fucking good in Florida because they have like so many patients. So it's just phenomenal. Yeah, I think the price of the flower will eventually go down, but they're doing like a big greenhouse, like a style like Village Farms is doing. So as well as like in a small indoor. So I mean, they're gonna be growing a lot of cannabis. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna have a problem. Like if it goes recreational across Canada, across USA, I mean, they're gonna have like so much sales, as well as just like in the future. So I mean, I don't know, definitely watch them. I know that I had the video where I talked about the share on luck, like when I did the report card. Check out that video because it's got some some ups and its downs, and like the thing is, you're not buying it at 52-week lows. I was talking about it back when it was like $10-11, that like I was hoping that it was going to go to like $9.50ish, and it never went down to there. Like the bottom was around like $10.30, or might have went to like $9.90, but I never scooped any shares up there. Like my average is around like $10.50 to $11 Canadian. Anyways, Curaleaf did pretty good. Their pro forma numbers were phenomenal, about like 125 million USD, so that's like closer to like 165 Canadian million. Their regular revenues are 61 or 66 million, and then that they did an EBITDA of 9 million, but they did a loss of like 10 or so million. So I mean, they're still not profitable yet, but eventually, like when they're doing like 125, 150 million, I think they're going to be very profitable. Not the same metrics as TRULIEVE will have, but at the same time, like Curaleaf will be a competitor with TRULIEVE in Florida eventually, I think. So I think definitely Cura is a good company, but there is problems with the share unlocks can happen anytime. But I know that a lot of money is going to flood into Curaleaf. They reported at the end of the day. What else? Xena was like kind of chilling around 19 cents. So I mean, I just don't want to lose on my 30,000 position. So if it starts going against me, I will take a small loss. But I'm not ready to like sell right now because I think there's a lot more upside to it. And then I'm thinking about purchasing the rights if it stays above there. Like hopefully if it goes to like 25, 30, then that would really give me the incentive just get it done, because I need to get it done before like the end of the week pretty much, or early Monday, like early next Monday. So it's going to be Wednesday, so things are kind of like coming closer. CGC went up a lot. I'm just surprised. And ACB, they're going to do the converts, so the converts are going to just kind of turn into shares. So it's, I don't know, it'll be interesting with ACB, but there is more shares on the thing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting just watching. If you're not, like, check out the HMUS ETF. Check out their holdings. It's interesting what they have in their holdings. Me and Scott Sycamore talked about that ETF. It's on the NEO exchange. Nobody's talked about that, but it's all USA players. I don't like the fact they have such a high position in MedMen, because MedMen's kind of being shitty as fuck. So it's kind of bad for the company, but they have like all the other ones like TRULIEVE, Curaleaf, Harv, this, and it goes on and on. What seems to be kind of there's going to be new states that are opening up, so that's going to be big money. Tilt's reporting tomorrow. What else? Basically, like Europeans, just like going to be interesting. I know Halo Labs is kind of like trying to work there with their both fellow Lesotho acquisition, so they would try to send flour to like Europe. So it'll be interesting how things go about that. But I do know it's not even that much longer, but like Aphria and Aurora and Wayland with Demican are going to be start doing their contract for either it's like 600 kilograms what Wayland has, and then Aphria and Aurora has 1,000 kilogram contract with the German government. So that's like a minimum, and that could be probably anywhere from like $15 to $20 million, I think. And then Wayland with the 600, probably like, I don't know, like $8 to like $10 million Canadian. So it'll be interesting. I know that's going to be profitable, like doing things in Europe, because very good profits out there. Yeah, I mean, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about Village Farms. Village Farms is they're gonna get talking to EMH about reporting like getting the money back, because they never got money from them from the difference in the price that they sold it to wholesale versus what they were dealt the deal with Emerald Health. And so Village Farms is like sending like we own 5.9 million more shares worth or something around there. And so I'm just talking to people on Twitter, and I'm kind of thinking like, what's the Journey venture worth, because that's how much percentage they'll get out of it. So I'm thinking like it's going to probably be worth right now, based on fair value, somewhere around like 350 to 600 million, but it could be higher. Like it depends if when lawyers get involved. So I mean, it's not going to be big, but it's going to be like maybe 1%. So even 1%, if like Village Farms has 51%, that means they're like have a controlling but then there's also voting powers too. So but it seems as though Village Farms really wants to step on the power, because they're like the main drivers behind like really creating a lot of like value for that JV. So I do have a position with calls with Village Farms, and I may get more. Labs hasn't moved up. Anyways, I gotta get going. Anyways, keep compounding your info, listen to my lingo, and until next time, capice, I'm out.